Auto is the other one which came out with numbers. New product launches on the cards, margins, how do they evolve, and what's the FY27 guidance? Rakesh Sharma, ED, Bajaj Auto, joining us. Thank you so much, Mr. Sharma, for waiting by very, very patiently. And thanks for joining us. Talk to us, very, very strong numbers for Q2 FY26. Talk to us about the traction you are seeing, GST cuts, of course, and some of that already built into Q2. How has that shaped up into Q3, and do you expect that tailwind to last? Give us a sense.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, the GST cuts, as you remember, came in right at the end of Q2. They came into effect on 22nd September. But we were all anticipating that combined with the festive cheer, it's going to be a very, very strong retail month. So there was some preparation for that in September. So I would say that the Q2 has captured all of the upside of the GST rate cut. Q3 should do that. It was a complex time to analyze because once the GST rate cuts were announced, the market went into a nosedive expectedly. And then, of course, it shot up as soon as the Navratras commenced on 22nd. And the strong retail performance continued right up to end of October. But, accounting for the fact that there are so many moving parts, when we look at it, we feel that it has made a difference about 6 to 8% points to the growth. April to August, the motorcycle industry was in a little bit of a decline, -1%, and that's got lifted up. So we think that the domestic motorcycles industry should clock in 6 to 8%, more so in the higher end, in the better products space. Even here, as we have seen this growth, we feel that the best benefit of the GST rate cut has actually in the immediate term been the quality of the growth. Of course, the growth has gone from -1 to plus, but it's the quality of growth. In each segment, we have seen the higher end variants. For example, our higher end variants in the 150cc segment are the N series and the NS series. They've actually rocked. They have, grown in multiple times. So it's people, with the stronger wallets have actually jumped into their consumption cycle and, realized their aspirations. And that has impacted the better part of the portfolio doing much better. And we hope that may continue. That should continue. We will see a little bit of dampening down in November and December, which always happens post-season. And then, of course, Q4, January onwards, the industry should be in the growth zone.
All right. Morning, Mr. Sharma. This is Shrishti also joining in. Firstly, congratulations on a good set of numbers. But yes, you have been outperforming in the 125cc plus segment specifically. But I was just looking at your overall market share from August till now. That has declined a bit of over 100 basis points. What's your say on that? And what factors do you believe were the culprit here? Was it only because that the EVs could not be produced in a significant manner? The kind of portfolio below that 125cc segment could not perform that well. As per you, what really hampered it? And going ahead, what's the plan to regain that market share loss?
Shrishti, you already answered the question, but you're spot on. In the season, what happens is generally the 100cc segment outperforms in these 1 or 2 months. And, our core focus has been the 125cc plus segment. And we have obviously lost market share in the 100cc segment, which is, usually 45% of the industry. But in this period, it swells up to 48, 49%. And that has dragged the overall motorcycle market share down. But between Q2 and October, our assessment is that in our core area, we have started to claw back market share, and market share has improved, led by a very good performance, like I was saying earlier, by the 150cc plus sub-segment. And you're also right that we could fulfill only 50% of our plan in Chetak, and that was a dampener. But in the overall scheme of things, the volumes are not so high. So I won't say that I won't attribute a lot of that share loss, which in any case, like you said, is around 1.2% points. So I would sort of say that the supply constraint dragged that down. It had a little bit of a downward impact though. And now that the constraints are gone, we are looking, and as you know that in October, Chetak again went to pole position, and we are hoping that it will continue to do well.
All right, so that's the outlook when it comes to the two-wheeler segment. Mr. Sharma, morning, Ashesha this side. Also wanted your thoughts on the export demand environment. You've reported very strong export sales, much higher than what the industry reported. What is your outlook going forward when it comes to exports, and which regions you think will outpace growth as compared to other regions?
Yes, in October, we reached the 200,000 unit mark. And even Q2, from a revenue term, it was our 35% growth, which was an all-time high for us. Like I've been saying, we think that we should be able to maintain the 15 to 20% growth tempo. Hopefully, we should reach the 2 lakh mark again in November. Then the market itself takes a dip because they have a lot of these export markets have their season in around Thanksgiving and Christmas, etc. Then and there is the winter then. So it goes through a little bit of a natural dip. But irrespective, we hope to maintain this growth tempo of 15 to 20%, and that I think should be outpacing the industry growth. In terms of the regions, LATAM continues to be an outperformer. We clocked our highest ever retails in Brazil, and LATAM as a whole also clocked its highest ever sales in its history. Africa is sort of stabilized. Our last large market is stabilized, which is Nigeria, and East Africa is doing well. Asian markets, Sri Lanka, Philippines, Nepal, after a little bit of a downturn, have started to contribute to growth. So the great thing is the growth story in export is quite broad-based, not just in motorcycles, but I would say three-wheelers is at an all-time high in exports, and that too can be attributed to a number of markets. I can't single out one market. So to that extent, it's a very good thing for us.
Understood. So the export demand environment continues to remain very strong. That's the word coming in. Mr. Sharma, thank you so much for